Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Sophia, and today, let's be honest here, this is my excuse of a video because I didn't read enough to make a November wrap-up and I don't want to make a December TBR, so here it is, my first update video. Before starting, thank you so much for 1K, like, I didn't even thought I will reach it this year because I just started posting again. I think right now it's 1.1. I'm just so grateful to every single one of you. And to celebrate, I'm doing a Q&A at the moment. I'm trying to do something else, but I cannot tell right now because I don't know if that's gonna happen. But I'm doing a Q&A for celebrating 1K. So ask me in the comments all the questions that you want. It doesn't have to be bookish. It can be anything. I will also be asking in Instagram, and I also put a community post because now we have community posts, but no one answered. But it's okay, I get that not everyone sees the community post, so yeah, if you have any questions. But yeah, let's just start. In November, I managed to read these 3 books. So the first one I read, and I actually talked about it in my last vlog, is One of Us is Lying. I've had this book for the longest time. I heard a little bit of mixed reviews. Some people like it, some people don't, but I really enjoyed it. It's a mystery thriller, and it just gave me all the Pretty Little Liars, not Gossip Girl, but you know, those kind of vibes. And it was honestly entertaining because we have 4 like main characters that are so different. I just love to see the interactions with each other. You have like the typical good girl, good student, and then the bad boy who has like, you know, criminal record and stuff get together, which is one of my favorite tropes, like good girl, bad boy, you know. But yeah, I love that she took the time to like show us how each character is and develop each one. There's a second part for this one. I really want to read it. But yeah, if you want something fast, the audiobook was really good too. So I recommend that too. So the next book I read is one of my favorites of this year, and it's A Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. I was actually filming a vlog reading this book. It was like my second part of my November vlog. I uploaded the first part, but life got in the way. That's when I start like not reading at all, and I will insert some clips what I film of my like live reactions of what happened, and then I will talk about the book. Okay, I just finished it. Let me put you. Can you see me? I think you can see me. Oh my god! I'm not gonna say spoilers, so don't worry, but whoa, I wasn't expecting that. That was so good. The ending was perfect. The pacing of this book is amazing. At the beginning it goes a little bit slow, but it introduces you to all of the characters and it made you fall in love with them, and then in the middle is where all the like action happens, and then everything is set up in the end. There's a second book. I don't know what the hell she's gonna say or do in the second book, because I feel like this could be perfectly a standalone, but I loved it. I just really enjoyed it. So yeah, that was Sophia from the past. I was excited. I did really like it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. Thriller/murder mysteries are my favorite new genre. And that's a big statement because I've been reading fantasy for a while, but I just freaking love true crime. So A Good Girl's Guide to Murder is about this girl, Pippa, who decides to investigate this murder that happened a few years ago because she believes the guy that was the supposed killer is actually not. It starts super like normal with this like high school kind of vibe, and then you start getting into like the mystery aspect of it, and you start like picking clues with the character, which is something that I really liked. All that we knew, we were discovering as Pippa was discovering. I also love that they included both sides of a murder, both the victims and the killer family. There's also a little bit of romance between her and the killer's brother. Supposed alleged killer. Sophia, come on, get your shit together. Some things were predictable, but the ending, that wasn't predictable at all. The only thing I didn't like was Pippa at some parts. Like she was really one-dimensional. Everything she did didn't have any consequences, and I was not really into how she investigated stuff. If you investigate it like that in real life, you will get killed. There's a second book to this one. She investigates another crime, and then a lot of people told me she has a lot of development there, and also Ravi, which is the romantic interest in this book. I love him. Like the tension between the two is like a slow burn romance. I just loved it. and how healthy it was portrayed. It was just such a healthy relationship. One of my favorites of 2020. This is gonna be in my top 10 of 2020. And the last thing I read was House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin and A.Craig. Another murder mystery, but this one is like fantasy, and I already talk a lot about this, but it's a 12 Dancing Princesses, the Barbie movie retelling. There's these 12 sisters, and they have been through this strike of deaths. 4 of their sisters just were found dead, and then their last girl, everyone thought it was an accident, but our main girl didn't believe that, and she believed that her sister was murdered, and she starts investigating. While I was reading, I was doing like a list of my suspects, like on top of my list, and everyone kept like moving up and down. One of the things I did not like was that I wish there was more connection with the characters. I get that there's 12 sisters. It's difficult to make the readers feel affection for characters fast, and this is standalone, but I wish there was a little bit more, because I didn't care for any of the sisters except the little one. So where things happen in the book, it didn't really shock me. It like didn't make me emotional at all, but that's just like in the back. I did really still love the book. As I said, the plot twist, like how can you... I was expecting a normal plot twist, and then that came out, and I was like, read it. It's really good. It's super fantasy. The horror parts, like paranormal parts, were so difficult for me to read. Like at some point I was so creeped out. I will put the trigger warnings here because right now I don't know. I think there's like blood, description of death, mention of suicide, and then bugs. That's the only thing that triggers me. There was a few scenes where like she thought like bugs were crawling on her, and that's the only thing I cannot stand. These bugs, it doesn't matter if they are big or small, I just hate them. And if it's a spider, I will just freak out. It really made this atmosphere around the book, and I was like, ugh. The last 50 pages are just, you cannot put the book down. That was the last book I read in November. Can you believe it? How little I read? It's okay, it's okay. 3 books, that's awesome. I think another update, I'm filming Vlogmas at the moment, like Vlogmas. I've always wanted to film Vlogmas, so look forward to that. Like I'm so excited to upload vlogs. So if you made it this far in the video, just comment the fire emoji and just tell me if you have read these or what you have read. If you like thrillers, maybe or you have good thriller recommendations. I really need thriller recommendations, and as well any questions for that Q&A that I said at the beginning of the video. If you want to keep updated with my reads, I have a Goodreads, you can add me there as a friend, and I also have a Bookstagram where I post every single day and keep you updated of my reads. Again, please like, subscribe, all those pretty things that you can do that really help this channel grow, and as always, I hope you enjoyed it. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!